Welcome everybody to your second chakra class. So I'll ask that you all find your way into Baddha Konasana to begin. Make sure you've got a block handy, especially for this starting seat. If you're like me and have pretty tight hips and you sit in the seat and your knees are higher than your hips, it's really nice to prop your sitting bones up onto a block so your hips and knees can have a little bit more space to breathe, and you can arrive in this shape with more ease. So I'll ask that you place your palms up on your knees or thighs. Relax your elbows alongside your ribs. Soften your shoulders from your ears. Please close your eyes. Your second chakra, represented by the color orange. So as humans, it's in our nature to create. Now, the second chakra is all about creation. It's in your pelvic floor. It's in the house of your reproductive organs, so that makes sense. But it's also the seat of your creativity. And this flow is all about creative movements, and what I really welcome all of you to take on as you go through these movements. This flow won't be as long as the other ones, a little bit shorter, to give yourself permission to find your own little flair and sparkle through every posture and every transition. Whether it's organically moving your arms and hands or doing a little bit something different with your head, maybe your legs, your hips. This is your opportunity to use your physical body to tap into your energetic creative centers, to remove any blockages in this area so you really can tap into that inherent part of yourself. So Baddha Konasana to begin, you can rock your sitting bones a little side to side. Again, if your eyes are open, please close them. Take a moment to arrive. One of the deepest access points to the present moment is conscious breath. Turn on your conscious breath in and out of your nose. Check for any unnecessary tension in your face, neck, shoulders. And let your awareness move down the line of your body into your hips. Let your outer hips melt down, your inner thighs spiral up and out. Welcome some softness into your feet and toes. And place your right hand just below your navel and your left hand on top of your right. And feel your breath rise and fall into this center of creation that each and every one of us inherently have. But you can really choose to tap into. The hips are also known as the junk drawers of our body. A lot of creative energy can get stuck in our hips. And we'll work largely with this part of the body, this practice. As always, practice with compassion. Make the modifications you need to. Add your sparkle, your flair of creativity to everything you do. Let this be your practice, your time. Please bring your hands to your heart center in Anjali Mudra. A gentle bow of your forehead to your fingertips in this gesture of giving yourself to your body for your time on your mat. You can blink your eyes open, release your hands from your heart. Those of you that are on a block might need to just come off of it, put it off to the side. So take your left finger pads to the floor just behind your left hip. Spin your thumb to point forward. Be really firmly rooted on your finger pads. Take the heel of your right palm just below the crook of your right hip and press your palm down onto your thigh so you decompress the front of your right hip flexor. Hike your shoulder up to your ear so you lengthen out that side of your body. Now add a twist towards your inner left thigh. Use your left finger pads on the earth here. Breathe into this decompression in the front of your right hip. Gentle awakening of your spine with a twist. You can add a little bit of neck movement. Just be still and focus on your breath. Okay, return to center. Take your right fingertips to the floor behind your right hip. The heel of your left palm just below the crook of your hip. Press the heel of your palm into your thigh so you quite literally feel that self-massage, that decompression. Hike your shoulder up to your ear to give length into your side body. Now release your left shoulder towards your inner right thigh as you maintain this pressure of the heel of your palm into your thigh and of your right finger pads into the earth. Let your right elbow nestle behind your back right ribs. Breathe. One more breath. Okay, through center, inhale, raise your arms along your ears. Exhale, side stretch to your right. Release your right palm flat to the earth. Release your right ear to your right shoulder. Then take your left fingertips out towards the left side of the room. Rotate your palms down and play with the height of your arm until you feel that sweet release in your neck. Play with the tuck of your chin until you feel that release. Then go ahead, you can roll your wrist out rather. Pump your fist, maybe even give your knuckles a little crack. Pause here, breathe in, wiggle your fingers. Exhale, sweep your arm along your ear. Okay, as you inhale, fold over your legs through center. Continue to walk your hands to your left. Exhale, side stretch over to your left. Pause. Release your left ear to your left shoulder. Plug your right sitting bone to the earth as you extend your right fingertips to the right side of the room. And again, play with the height of your arm and the tuck of your chin to iron out any kinks in that side of your neck. Pause, roll your wrist, pump your fist. Okay, pause here, breathe in, give your fingers a little wiggle. Exhale, sweep your arm along your ear. Inhale, walk your hands to center. Stay, exhale, fold evenly over your legs. Tuck your chin to your chest, and now inhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll up through your spine. As they reach the top, exhale, big shoulder loop up, back, and down. Okay, any other movements you'd like, then please make your way to tabletop in your own creative, organic way. So I like to cross my right ankle in front of my left, try roll over my shins without my hands, and then land my hands down. Take your table for a walk to the back of your mat. So just like in root chakra, we've already established this connection to the earth, that the earth has this potential for us to lay roots and plant a foundation, plant roots and lay a foundation rather. So now you use this foundation you've cultivated and created to tap into your creative centers. Close your eyes and start to move. I encourage you to take juicy rolls with your hips, torso, and shoulders. Go clockwise a couple of times, and change and go counterclockwise. And just feel it out, particularly in your hip area. You can just isolate your hips and circle them out a couple times to each direction. Pause in a neutral child's pose. Check that your hips stack over your knees, shoulders stack over your wrists. Solid in your palms and finger pads, extend your right foot off the right edge of your mat with your foot flat, and in particular, press the outer blade of your right foot down. Keep your hips where they are. Variation of Anahatasana puppy's pose, walk your hands towards the top edge of your mat. All right, melt your forehead down if that's available to you, and take a moment, breathe here, and really observe this slope in your lower back. And this sort of compression in your pelvic floor area, the seat of your second chakra, the seat of your creative nature. You can stay or try a thread the needle variation. You will thread your left arm through and place your left cheek to the earth. All the while, keep strong in the press of your outer right foot so you feel the highest point of your inner right thigh really open up, a really intimate personal area. The second chakra is also known as the dwelling place for self. So this is really where you cultivate a sense of home in yourself. And by that, you can tap into your creative nature without judgment, without attachment. So that's really this intention for class today. If you're in the thread variation, please unthread. And walk your hands towards your left knee to rise all the way up into gate pose. Inhale, raise your arms along your ears. Exhale, side stretch to your left. Plant your left hand down. Extend your right arm along your right ear and press the front of your left hip forwards. Ground your outer right foot down. Take a breath in. Now exhale, walk your hands across your mat all the way to the other side, and side stretch over your right leg. So if you kind of get stuck here, you might need to take your right hand outside your right calf so you can spread your collarbones wide. One more breath here. And use your leg and core strength to find gate pose. Inhale, arms along your ears. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, plant your hands down, right knee under your right hip, table. Inhale, cow pose, dip your belly, spread your collarbones. Exhale, cat pose, tuck your chin, round your spine, and really tilt your pelvic floor underneath you. Again, inhale, open up the point right below your navel to receive some breath. And exhale, curl that area in and up to spread your lower back. Beautiful, back to neutral. Extend your left foot off the left edge of your mat. Ground your outer foot down. Really establish your connection to the earth. Let it ground you and support you to tap into this really creative, energetic home center of your body. Anahatasana, puppy's variation. Walk your hands forward, melt your forehead down. Take a moment here to feel the highest point of your inner left thigh awaken. Breathe. And if you took the thread variation, thread your right arm through, outer right shoulder and right cheek to the earth. This is such a weird, wonderful shape. Super creative lines of energy here. So again, continuing to just hone in on that as your intention. It's in our nature to create as humans, but we often have a lot of blockages in this area of our physical and energetic body. So this practice is all about using your breath and creative movement to clear out any blockages there. Unweave your thread, find your puppy's pose variation first. Now use your hands and upper body strength to walk your hands towards your right knee. Rise all the way up into gate pose. Inhale, arms along your ears. You can give your fingers a little wiggle. Exhale, stretch over to your right. As you land your right hand down, press the front of your right hip forward so you also receive a nice psoas stretch there. From the press of your outer left foot, reach out of your left fingers. Do with your head what helps you to relax your neck and face. And deep breath in. Exhale, melt yourself across your mats, all the way to the other side. Exhale. So if you can't quite land if you kind of get stuck here with your chest, left hand outside your left calf so you can really lift up and out of this shape. Feel your left obliques ignite and turn on. Inhale, arms along your ears to gate pose. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, to table. Plant the roots of your hands, left knee under your left hip. Inhale, cow pose, dip your belly, open your heart. Exhale, cat pose, tuck your chin, round your spine. Okay, inhale to a neutral table, keep your hips exactly where they are. Exhale, Anahatasana, puppy's pose, full even puppy's pose now. Melt your heart down through your armpits. Rest either your forehead or your chin to the earth. Chin doesn't quite work for me, but for a lot of you it might feel really good to stretch out the front of your throat. Breathe space into the front and back of your heart, and then let that space really travel down to the front and back of your lower back area, your lower belly area. You can give your hips a little wiggle here, right to left. Maybe play with a tuck of your tailbone and then a tilt of it up. Okay, press your finger pads into the earth, tuck your toes under. Peek forward just between your hands, ripple forward to forearm plank. So make the little adjustments that you need to find forearm plank. Tone your quadriceps into your leg bones. That point right below your lower belly, lift it up into your lower back. Now relax your face, extend the front of your crown forward. As you do that, charge your heels back. About 10 more seconds here, let a little heat and fire build in your body. Heat and fire is necessary to burn off resistance, so let this fire move wherever it needs to go for 3, 2, 1. Sphinx pose. Lower your knees and thighs, untuck your toes. Press your finger pads into the earth, and as if you want to drag your mat towards your feet, shine your heart forward. Tuck your chin, let the back of your neck relax. Press your forearms down evenly. One more breath in, shine your heart further forward. Exhale, release your forehead to the earth. All right. Take your finger pads cupped just off the edges of your mat. Point your elbows straight up to the ceiling. As you do, contract your armpits so you hollow them out. Plant your feet into the earth. In root chakra, we lifted the legs and extended the feet. If you'd like to go through that process again to establish your connection to the earth, do that. Press your feet and finger pads down. Inhale, cobra variation. You find your depth. So it might only be a couple centimeters up off the earth, or you might feel ready to press your fingers all the way down to straighten your arms. And exhale, melt your forehead to the earth. Again, inhale, press down to lift up to your height. Exhale, melt down. Inhale, lift up, stay up. Exhale, dip your right shoulder down towards the earth. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, so it's a twist and a dip of your shoulder, left one towards the right side of your mat. We pulse, inhale up. Exhale, dip your right shoulder down. Keep your feet and legs strong, inhale up. Exhale, dip your left shoulder down. You've got one more to each side. Tap into your intuition, your creative nature to ride the wave of your breath. We'll meet back in child's pose. Take your knees wide, melt your hips to your heels, rest your forehead to the earth. And feel this sort of cradle of your pelvic floor area in this shape, a sort of curling into this area. So if at any point in time you need to take a break, you need to find connection back into your seat of creation, of creativity, please come back into child's pose. One more full breath here. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift and spread your sitting bones. Tuck your chin, relax your face. And really root down through your index and thumb pads to melt your chest back to your upper thighs. All right, bring your big toes to touch. Slight gap between your heels. Inhale, raise your heels up high, feel your calves ignite. Exhale, bend your knees to the left edge of your mat. As you do, press your hips to the right side of your mat and back towards your heels. Look forward. Inhale, plank, pounce forward, round your upper back. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips up and back. All right, inhale, lift your heels high. Exhale, bend your knees left, hips right and back, look forward. Inhale, plank, pounce forward. Exhale, down dog. We'll flow through this, add your sparkle. Inhale, lift up your heels. Exhale, knees right, hips left. Inhale, plank, pounce forward, find your own movement. Exhale, down dog, hips up and back. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, knees left, hips right. Inhale, plank, pounce forward. Exhale, down dog. One more time to each side, ride your breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, heels high. Go for your hip twist, exhale. Inhale, plank, pounce forward. Exhale, down dog, hips up. All right, separate your feet to slightly wider than your hips. Walk your hands back to your feet, ragdoll, back of your mat. And be creative. Any variation of ragdoll you like to take. Might be nice to do a quick chest expansion. Maybe even a touch of gorilla as if you're feeling any tension in the front of your wrists from all that movement in down dog. I'm feeling a little bit right now, so I'm just gonna iron that out. And again, bend your knees as much as you need so your lower belly makes contact with your upper thighs. So you're nurturing your seat of creation here. A moment to really curl into it so you can tap into it, tune into it, and let it guide you through this practice. Remove your hands from wherever they are to toe heel your feet all the way to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, high mountain, rise all the way up from your connection to the earth. Exhale, hands to your heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, high mountain, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, high plank, take yourself for a walk to the top of your mat. All right, inhale, draw your shoulder tips forward slightly. Exhale, lower to your belly, use your knees if you need. Pause at the bottom, untuck your toes, interlace your hands at the base of your spine. Take a shoulder loop, draw your knuckles back. Keep the tops of your feet grounded for now. Feel your pelvic floor really heavy into the earth. Inhale, shine your heart forward, continue to breathe. Lift the pinky edge of your hands up. Chin in so that your neck remains as an extension of your spine. Now check in. If you're ready to raise your legs, raise them. I'm going to keep my roots planted. One more breath in. Exhale, release down. Press back, child's pose, knees wide, hips to your heels. A little rock of your forehead right to left. And welcome this rock into your hips. So rock out your hips right to left, rock, 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 and take this rock all the way up to table. So lift your head, rock yourself up to table, downward facing dog, tuck your toes, lift your hips up. All right, look at your feet, bring your big toes to touch, a little gap between your heels. Look at your hands and now bring them slightly closer together, so just inside the line of your shoulders. We move from here to dolphin. If you'd like a quick visual, come onto your knees and take a look. Like you would do for a wide-armed push-up, bend your elbows wide to the long edges of your mat. At the bottom of your bend, wrap your armpits into your chest so that your elbows turn in to face your toes. Turbo dog, triceps fire. Lower onto your forearms at the same time for dolphin. If that doesn't work for you, set up on your knees and your forearms. Forearms to a number 11, fingers spread wide. If you're still really new to this shape, you can do this with your hands interlaced. Release your pinky fingers so you've got a kickstand. Tuck your toes and lift your hips. Whatever variation you're in, keep your elbows in the line of your shoulders, even pressure between your forearms rooted to the earth. And for this, completely relax your head. Let it go. Move it up, down, side to side, even close your eyes. 3 more breaths wherever you are. Feel a little heat and fire build, and acknowledge that the apex of this shape is your pelvic floor center, your pubic bones, your hips, your seat of creation. Embryo's pose will curl back into that, but with your fists just below your lower belly. So quickly make fists, hook them below your belly, then rest your belly to your upper thighs, forehead to the earth. And breathe. Breathe your belly up and down into your fists. Stimulate your digestive organs. Balloon your breath. Relax any tension in the space between your brows and your tongue, teeth, and jaw. One more moment of release here. Okay, keep your fists and just roll up to seated, hips on your heels. When you get there, release your fists from your belly. Give your hands a little wiggle, get some blood back into your hands. Raise your arms along your ears, interlace your fingers, flip your palms to face up. And breathe in, really press your palms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale back to center, really twist from your navel. Exhale to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the interlace of your fingers and start to roll out your wrists all the way down to the earth. Give them a little shake, shake. Downward facing dog. We'll do a little bit of flow. 3 breaths. If you can, gaze up to that space just below your belly. Hone in on this area of your body as your seat of creation and creativity. Inhale, raise your right leg, 3-legged dog. Keep your legs straight. Exhale, open up your hip. All right, take a few moments here. You can now bend and straighten your leg, or maybe take some leg circles, lubricating your leg in the hip that supports it. Inhale, 3-legged dog, straight leg, square hips. Exhale, knee to nose, round your upper back. Okay, inhale, 3-legged dog, lift up and back. Exhale, step through, lower your back knee to the earth. Keep your back toes tucked. Inhale, take a shoulder loop up, back, and down as you lift your torso. Okay, exhale, flex your palms forward to the front, bring your torso with you. Inhale, Crescent Moon Anjaneyasana. Raise your arms along your ears. Little look up if you'd like. Exhale, vertical twist to your right, hold. Take your left hand outside your right thigh and use it to twist deeper across your collarbones, maybe even peek to your right thumb. Breathe. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, Crescent Moon. Square your shoulders. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Turn up your right foot and toes. Relax your head. Inhale, low lunge, fingertips under shoulders, lift your back knee and heart. Exhale, pyramid pose. Hold this one. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward. Relax your chin to your chest. Inhale, low lunge. Pulse that out. Exhale, pyramid. Maybe close your eyes and turn your gaze in. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, pyramid. Pulse. Inhale, low lunge to your left. Skandasana, back of your mat. Exhale, hold. So Skandasana, be on the heel of your right foot, toes up, firmly grounded into the four corners of your left foot. Stay here, you can walk your hands a little forward and really feel this full expansion across your pelvic floor area and your inner thighs. Relax your head. You can, again, find your little sparkle into every shape and moment. Skandasana to the front of your mat. Use your hands to help you get there. And same sort of movements and variations, just feel into this side of your body. From here, low lunge to the front of your mat. Spin your 10 toes to point forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold forward, top of your mat. Join your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, high mountain Urdhva Hastasana, look up. Exhale, easy back bend of your choice. Inhale, high mountain, root to rise. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step back to down dog. Okay, we'll have the opportunity to flow through a vinyasa in a few moments. Inhale, raise your left leg, three-legged dog. Keep your legs straight. Exhale, open your hip. Really press out the ball of your foot. Now go ahead and bend your knee. Check that your right heel melts toward the earth. It might not touch. And that your right knee still points straight forward. Okay, inhale, three-legged dog, straight legs, square hips. Exhale, knee to nose, round your upper back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step through, lower your back knee. It's that real juicy, up, back, and down. Exhale like you're moving through honey. Press your palms forward, heart forward. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Find your creative movements. Exhale, vertical twist left, hold. Take your right hand outside your left thigh. Resist them into one another so you can twist. And maybe gaze over your left thumb. And inhale, Anjaneyasana, find your center, perhaps a little back bend when you get there. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits, relax your head. Inhale, low lunge, prowl forward, so you're staying super low to the earth. Exhale, pyramid pose, draw your left hip back, and take a few moments. Feel the scissor action in that highest point of your inner thighs. So engage your Mula Bandha, your Uddiyana Bandha. Really feel into your locks. You can even tuck your chin and find a touch of Jalandhara Bandha. We pulse that. Inhale, low lunge, free your throat. Exhale, pyramid, draw your lower belly in. One more pulse. Inhale. Exhale, pyramid. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat, so you'll turn all the way to your right. This time, take your right hand, inner right thigh or knee, and just sort of gesture it away from your shoulder as you lean towards your leg that's extended. You can really do anything that feels good for you if that's too strong. You might want to sit all the way down onto your bum, bring your hands to your heart, and try press down to lift yourself back up to Skandasana. And move that to the front of your mat. Take the same sort of variation. This is where you really just tap into the flow of your breath. To guide you, let's see if I can do that on this side. It's a little trickier. Oh, all right. Low lunge to the front of your mat, square off. Inhale, look forward, shine your collarbones. Exhale, fold forward, right foot meets your left. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, high mountain, root to rise up. Exhale, Samastitihi, join your hands to your heart center. Inhale, high mountain, lengthen your waistline. Exhale, forward fold, give yourself back to your roots. Halfway lift, breathe in. Now exhale, fold forward and walk yourself about a foot length back. So you can come up onto your toes and curl into a little toe stand here. Be on your fingertips, be high on your toes. You can take a quick peek at this transition from a curled up toe stand into a jump back to chaturanga. Again, you can put your own creative sparkle and flair into every transition and every pose. So a few moments to just challenge your balance. Walk your hands towards your heels, hips on your heels, knees forward. You might tease your fingers off the earth. You might bring your hands to your heart center. Squeeze that highest point of your inner thighs. Draw up on Mula and Uddiyana Bandha, the lower locks of your body. Give your fingertips back to the earth. Deliver your forehead to your knees. So it's all in the power of your lower body here, from your hips down, your locks, your feet, your legs, your pelvic floor. To take a breath in and exhale, shoot back to chaturanga, land with your elbows bent and into your ribs. Inhale, up dog or cobra, shine your heart forward. Exhale, down dog, raise your hips up and back. So I'll give you a little bit of time to try that transition one more time if you'd like. You can step or jump to the top of your mat. Take a halfway lift. And from there, curl back into your little toe stand. Deliver your third eye to your knees for a moment of internal connection. Yeah, take a breath in, look forward to prepare. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Take a full breath in through your nose. Open mouth, sigh. Let that go. Inhale, raise your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left tricep, pause, fallen triangle. Extend your leg out, ground your foot and your right hand to sweep your left arm along your left ear. You can roll your wrist out once or twice, or get creative with the shape. I like to bend my front knee and then bend my back knee. You can go through that a couple of times until you really feel your feet press down to lift you up. And then deliver your left hand back under your left shoulder. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, foot between your hands. Really ground down. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Rise up. Take a few moments here. Wrap your armpits in. Bend your back knee as much as you need to give some length into your lower back. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart center as you lower your back knee to the earth. Anjaneyasana, inhale. Just extend your arms along your ears. Exhale, vertical twist to your right. Now stay here or inhale, find a back bend in this twist. Right hand to your left calf, left arm along your left ear. Hold one more breath in. Exhale, Ardha Hanuman, half splits. Windmill your hands down, send your hips back and flex your front foot. Inhale, low lunge, prowl forward, lift your back knee. Exhale, pyramid pose one time. Inhale, low lunge, quarter turn to your left. Exhale, Prasarita, wide-legged fold, hold. Press into your outer feet to straighten your legs, spread your sitting bones, melt your torso down. Wide down dog, walk your hands forward. Spread your fingers, ground your thumb and index down. Now press into your hands to send your chest back to your upper thighs. Those of you that would like to try more from here, look at your hands, wrap your armpits in like we did from down dog to dolphin. Rise onto your toes to bring your shoulders over your wrists. You can stay and try to rise even higher onto your toes, or a couple of handstand hops. We'll see where I am with those today. A couple more moments to play around, and then deliver your feet back to the ground, hands underneath your shoulders. All right, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift your heart, look forward. Exhale, Shiva squat, curl in. Easy standing splits, inhale just one time. Forward fold, exhale, feet together. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Forward fold, exhale, release. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms, raise your heels. Okay, bring your hands to your heart. Focus your eyes. From here, slowly lower down into your toe stand. Take your hands to the earth when you need to take them to help you balance. Pause a few moments on your toes if you have your balance. Check in with your breath. And again, it's your choice to just ground your hands and step back to down dog, or ground your hands, look forward, and shoot back through chaturanga. Okay, meet yourself where you're at, and do what serves you to tap into your seat of creation. We'll flow that to the left. Inhale, raise your left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right tricep twist to fallen triangle. Ground your foot, extend your leg, extend your arms, and then find your sparkle to it. I like to bend my knees to really get my feet rooted from there to open up. The right hand back to the earth. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge, root to rise. Find your moment here. Draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Soften your face. Embrace the little wobbles. Those are your muscles kicking into gear. Take a breath in. Exhale, hands to your heart, lower your back knee, rise to Anjaneyasana. Inhale, send that energy up. Exhale, vertical left twist. You can stay or a twisted back bend. Right arm along your right ear, one more breath in. Exhale, half splits. Take your hands any way that serves you. Inhale, low lunge, prowl forward, lift your heart. Exhale, pyramid pose, one time. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, Prasarita to your left, turn your toes in, pause. All right, find an even connection into the outer blades of your feet so you can feel the outer lines of your ankles open, but also the highest point of your inner thighs open. Draw in on your locks, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, really locked in and up. Spread your collarbones. Everybody bend your right knee, keep your left leg straight. Bend it a lot so you feel your inner left thigh really open. Hands underneath your shoulders to halfway lift your chest. You can stay right here with your hands for support, or extend your right arm in line with your shoulder, parallel to the earth. Then your left arm in line with your shoulder, parallel to the earth. This is called albatross. Take one more breath in. Prasarita, exhale, fold. And try that other side. Bend your left knee. Keep your right leg straight, pause. Come up onto your fingertips, halfway lift so you can really engage that place below your lower belly. Left arm parallel to the earth in line with your shoulder. Right arm parallel to the earth. You might look to your right hand. Take a breath in, wiggle your fingers. Exhale, Prasarita, bow down. Shake it out, let it go. Yeah, inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, low lunge to the top of your mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, Shiva squat, curl in. Inhale, standing splits, extend, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, unite your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Last time to high mountain, breathe in, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Take a moment to close your eyes. Tune in. Nourish yourself with a moment of internal information and energy. And honor that all these movements you make on your mat are creation. You create your breath, you create these movements of your body, you create a present moment connection every time you do that. So it's totally in our nature to create. It's just about making the decision to really tap into that center of creation to do so. High mountain, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale, halfway lift. You can move through toe stand to chaturanga. You can go there the normal way, or you can just step back to down dog like I'm going to do. Let's unite in a moment of down dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh. Look to your hands. You can step or jump to Malasana, yogi squat. Feet as wide as you need to ground your heels completely. Hands to your heart center. Couple of options. You can stay right here. If you'd like something a little bit more relaxed, tops of your hands to the tops of your feet. Tuck your chin, relax your head. If you'd really like to get into your inner thighs, snug your right shoulder inside of your right knee, press your shoulder against your knee. Take your right hand inside your right knee, your left hand inside your left knee, and I mean the other way around, right, right, left, left. So you press your shoulder into your knee and your hands into your knee, and you sort of really spread yourself apart from yourself. In particular, this whole lower section area. You can find a little bit of movement right to left. Then transition through center. So this time you'll snug your right shoulder inside of your right knee. Left hand to left knee, right hand to that lower calf, and then start to spread yourself away from yourself. And one more breath. And return back to center. Join your hands to your heart for one more moment in Malasana. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your hips down to the earth. Extend your legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake out. Shake, shake, shake. Move yourself back on your mat as much as you need to be on it. Please soften your knees a lot for this variation of Paschimottanasana, and separate your legs so there's a little bit of a gap between your inner thighs. From there, you can sort of shuffle your sitting bones back a little. Inhale, arms along your ears. Exhale, real easy Paschimottanasana, seated forward folds. So as we touched on in root chakra, forward folds are a giving of yourself to your physical roots and back to the earth more metaphorically, more energetically. And it's through your root system that you move up a level to your center of creation, your reproductive organs, your digestive system, your seat of physical, energetic, mental creativity. A couple more moments here, bring more length and depth into each breath you take, particularly your exhale. And slowly roll up through your spine. Shuffle your sitting bones a little forward so you can plant your feet at the top of your mat. Hip width apart, knees bent. I won't do it with you, but join your palms, reach your fingers forward, and roll down for a count of 10. 9, 8, keep going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your back, hug your knees into your chest. Rock your lower back out a little, side to side. If it's okay, close your eyes. Let the back of your head be totally relaxed on the ground. So with the back of your head down, plant your feet to the width of your mat and knock your knees together in center. Pause. Lower your knees off the left side of your mat, and if you want more, you can take your left foot outside of your right thigh. Real easy twist. Come back into your seat of creation. In each moment on your mat, you create conscious breath. You create conscious movement to go along with your conscious breath. And you create this present moment connection, this present moment attention and awareness. It's such a gift. So if your left foot's on your right thigh, slide it off, bring your knees back to center, and take a pause, let your lower back neutralize. Lower your knees right. Easy twist. If you took the leg variation on the other side, take your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Add a little weight to the twist and really feel the front of your hip flexors open up. Your lower belly can be soft and released. You can maybe even touch your hands to that area and massage it out. One more breath in and out of your nose. If your right foot is over your left thigh, slide it off, return back to center. Give your knees a final squeeze into your chest when you get there. Lift your nose up to your knees. Create the smallest shape you can create with your body. Clench, squeeze, and curl into yourself. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release to Shavasana. Let that go. In Shavasana, close your eyes. There is no right or wrong, so take the little movements you need to take. Let go of all creation now, of all intentional creation. So let your body go, let your breath go, let your mind go, let thoughts drift in and out. When you take the time to tap into conscious, intentional creation, you give your body, when it's in its natural state, an opportunity to create. So let your organic breath move through you. Let your thoughts drift in and out. Perhaps a thought that was stuck has now space to move through you and to turn into something. And let your body be soft, and in this softness, let it create what it needs to in this moment. Take a few more moments here. Let this creativity that you have cultivated really be absorbed and digested in your second chakra area. And let that spread to all other parts, all other levels and layers of your body. Thank you all for your energy and your presence. Namaste.